Hello and welcome to exfidebibles. My name is Ethan. So I was looking recently at my YouTube channel and responding to a number of comments, and I realized that I hadn't done a video in a couple months. And really, the reason why that is because I've been very busy with rebinding Bibles. So I wanted to give kind of a three-part channel update. So I'll get into that now. So as far as exfidebibles goes and the work that I've been doing, I've been, like I said, I've been very busy. So in November, I did, I think it was in November, I did 6 Bibles. And if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see the nice stack of Bibles that I got completed at the end of November. And really my push for November was to get all of the Bibles off of my workbench completed so that I could really take December off from rebinding and focus on a couple of other projects. So I'm going to show you some of those projects here. As far as other channel updates go, I got a new stamping machine, which is very exciting for me. So I got a Kingsley M50, a 2-line stamping machine, and I ended up having to replace. I purchased it from eBay, and I ended up having to replace the heating element in it. But once that was done, it's been working great. So I'm very happy with that. Maybe I'll do a tour of some of my equipment. At some point in 2025, I'm not sure. But yeah, I got a Kingsley stamping machine, which is definitely more of like a professional level machine, which I have been really enjoying. I was using I think it was a Zone Pack stamping machine for a number of my earlier Bibles. And I will say that getting a new stamping machine, at least for me, it wasn't essential. I could put out a really good product with that Zone Pack machine, but getting that new machine was really helpful for me. The main difference is with a Kingsley machine, putting stamps and lettering in that machine is just a lot quicker and a lot more straightforward than on the Zone Pack machine. So on the Kingsley, you actually have a little slot that you slide in and out of the machine which is where you attach your either your custom-made brass stamps or your movable type mounting points, I guess you could say. So switching in and out stamps on a Kingsley is just so much easier than on that Zone Pack machine. So I'm very happy with that. So as far as other channel updates and company updates go, I have a wait list for 2025 already started. So January, February, and March are already full. For those 3 months, I'm doing about 4 Bibles a month. And those slots are already all filled. And I'm starting to fill slots in April. So if you're interested, if you're kind of on the fence about a Bible rebind, and you want to get one from me, definitely let me know soon, because those spots could be disappearing and you might have to wait until May. But I'm really excited about that. I've been getting a lot of orders and a lot of repeat orders too, which is awesome. I had a brother in Singapore actually get 2 rebinds from me, which I finished in November, and he's ordering a third, which is super cool. And one of my longtime customers, who I did. I did 2 Bibles for him. He ordered 3 more, which is super cool. So I have a lot of repeat customers, which I'm very thankful for. I'm kind of blown away in a lot of ways that I've been able to get, not only start to build a relationship with my customer base, but get repeat customers, and just by word of mouth hear about, get customers new from Instagram and Facebook and all of that. So the last channel update I wanted to give was I have increased my prices. I've been slowly creeping them up over time. So I have increased them. I think my lowest price tier right now for in stock goat skin rebinds is like $135-ish. And, doing something like a Badalassi Carlo would be more than that. I think it's around 150-ish. So I have been creeping those up over time, just as as my product's been getting better, I've become more experienced, and I'm really trying to keep my price at a really good point for my skill level and the type of product that I'm able to provide people. Obviously I'm a Christian guy, so I want to be able to say, like, I believe, with my full chest that my Bible rebinds are worth, $135 or like $150, let's say. So that's where I'm at with that. So I've been working on a couple things here in December. I'm recording this here in December. I've been working on journal covers, which this is right here. And so the few things that I'm working on, I've made 2 journal covers in December, and I've done 1 non-commissioned project. So if you're interested in purchasing and seeing, a non-commissioned project by me, definitely wait until the end of the video, because that'll be the final thing that I share. But in December, I've been working on some journal covers. So this journal here is a Nanami paper B6 Slim notebook. This is my go-to notebook for all of my journaling and note-taking. So this notebook is my favorite, and I've been stocking up on these. So recently I made a really simple cover for this. So this outside leather here is Badalassi Carlo waxy. The outside cover is cognac, and the inside panels are Olmo, just because that was a scrap that I had. So I wanted to figure out really. So this serves really as a prototype for me. I want to start making more of these for people who, obviously you can just buy one, but I want to offer maybe a discount on products like this for people who purchase rebinds from me. Like, let's say you purchase a rebind from me and you want to get a matching journal cover. I can offer, if you commit to purchasing those 2 items from me, that will, from a business standpoint, justify me buying a larger quantity of that leather and ultimately getting a better price. So it's kind of like if you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours type of thing. So I'm really interested in starting to make these for Bible Rebind customers, and I can do them in whatever leather that you get your Bible rebound in. So this was really a prototype for me. There are a couple things about it that the stitching, obviously, to be frank, looks really good on this. I use 3mm stitching chisels on all of my stitch projects, so they're really, really, the stitching holes end up being really close together and very neat looking. So I think I did a really good job stitching this. But a couple of the things that this is my prototype. I'm going to show you in a minute, kind of my version 2, that has a number of improved aspects of it. But the junction between like the side panels and the cover, this little angle right here with the stitching, hopefully you can see that. That little junction just isn't very neat in my mind, and the way the thread kind of like bends over the edge of the panel just wasn't a good way to do it, in my opinion. So I ended up changing the way I attached and kind of rounded this leather in my version 2. So this is really just a project that I wanted to do, not only because I like these journals a lot and I wanted a cover for them, but I wanted to figure out, like, okay, what type of measurements, like what type of long measurement do I need to add for this spot, and like what type of height do I need to do, and also like the thickness of leather. Like, is the leather that I purchase for, Bible rebinds, is that going to be a good leather and a good thickness for journal covers? And I think it will work. It's not ideal. Like, if I was making one of these for someone that was not purchasing a rebind, I would probably use a little bit thicker of a piece, because this is just a little bit thin. But if you purchase a rebind from me and you want to get a discounted journal, I would definitely be using the same thickness of leather. And there are a couple of things that I can do to make this feel a little bit more durable and rigid. I can line this in here with a cheaper leather, like lambskin or something along those lines. I could line it or there are a certain number of products that I could actually add to the cover on the inside that would make it a little bit more rigid, which I'm thinking about doing in maybe another prototype that I do. But I'm really happy with this. I've been using this for 3 weeks, doing my daily journaling and my Bible note taking and such, and it's been great. I'm really happy with it. And these will come with fully burnished edges all the way around, hand saddle stitched. And all of that. So I did get the tools and the product to burnish edges. So especially if you get like a Badalassi, which is a vegetable tan leather, this leather burnishes really, really well. So really happy with how that looks. So this right here is my version 2. So I made this for a relative, for a gift exchange I'm doing, I'm a part of. So this is sized for a classic sized moleskin notebook. And this is Venetian upholstery leather, which is a leather that I've used a good bit for some cheaper rebinds that I do. And this leather just has a really cool look to it. This is a forest green Venetian. So really happy with how this one turned out. So I was mentioning earlier, like the improved corners. So I did scallop this a different way. So I scalloped it inwards so that the stitching line going this way, it meets the panel at a right angle. So that just makes when I stitch over it to be a lot more durable. And obviously I embossed my logo here, which this leather takes blind stamping really well. So this leather doesn't burnish as well because I think this is a chrome tan leather, and chrome tan leather just doesn't burnish quite as well as a vegetable tan leather. But this was really like my proof of concept. Once I made this one, it's like, oh yeah, I can definitely make these for people and make them sized for whatever type of notebook you want. Like I had one customer reach out to me about these after I posted them on my Instagram, and he was asking for them sized for a Lecterm 1917 A5, and I was like, yep, I can definitely do that. I have one of those on hand, and I can definitely get this sized for you, really however you want. So yep, this is my version 2, and I'm definitely going to be remaking this for myself. I want to get a little bit thicker of a leather, and do the improved junction between the panel and the front cover, and I'll emboss my own as well. So yeah, really excited about these. This is really kind of taking a step in to eventually where I want this little business to go into. I want this to be not only a Bible bindery, but also have a stationary focus as well. And this is like the first exfidebibles and stationary, specifically like stationary project that will be, out in the wild. So I'm excited about that. So, yep, that is my prototype and kind of my alpha version of my journal cover. So I guess the finale of this video is this right here. This is my 32nd rebind. This is a ESV personal reference. One of my favorite ESV text blocks. Just such a cool size and really nice, clear printing on these crossway blocks. Great formatting. You have the references on the inside, which pushes the text to the outside, and you have just a really good format for carrying around here. So this leather here is a new leather. This is not a very popular leather at all. This is a Badalassi leather, same as, this journal cover right here. But this leather is called Nappa Luxe. It's from Rocky Mountain Leather Supply. And this leather is really, really nice to the touch. So you can see here, it has a nice kind of like glossy sheen to it. It has a natural texture. It's not fully smooth, but it kind of has some graininess to it if you look up close on it. It has a really, really good supple feel. Like it feels like a really kind kind of like a firm smooth, supple calf skin. So this leather tools really well. And I think I did a pretty good job on the hubs here. So this leather was kind of this Bible was kind of an experiment for me. I wanted to experiment with spacing my hubs differently. So I spaced the bottom one further from the edge, and, wanted to put my logo, as far down as I could. And I think that looks pretty good. There is some like crinkling from just how supple this leather is on my logo here, which is definitely going to factor that in when I go to price this. This Bible is for sale, so if you are interested in getting pricing information about this Bible, let me know. We can talk over a direct message about it. But this was a project that I did, here in December. I did red geranium page edges on this, stitched perimeter. This is what I call a generous yapp. So it is not touching in the middle, but it's almost touching in the middle. So this is like a really, feels great in the hand, and that yapp just kind of hugs that Bible real nice. This has a Nappa lambskin liner, stitched perimeter. Don't know if I mentioned that. Some nice like metallic end sheets, which look, I think, really cool. I like using these end sheets on smaller Bibles because this paper is pretty flexible and on the thin side, so it doesn't add any, it doesn't add any rigidity to the Bible. Like, this is still like a nice floppy Bible. So really happy with how this one turned out. This is 32 from exfidebibles. If you're on my wait list and you are, on my wait list for 2024, like, this is the type of quality that you can expect. It's been a long time since I've done a video. Obviously, I've been posting a lot on Instagram, but this is the type of quality that I'm able to put out now, which I'm very happy with. Number 32. Again, this leather is called Badalassi Carlo Nappa Luxe. I did matte gold stamping, raised hubs, stitched perimeter, generous yapp, lambskin liner, gilt, dyed page edges, all of that. So if you're interested in this Bible, let me know. I think that's all I had today. Again, I'm starting to, my waitlist spots for 2025 are starting to fill up. So if you are interested in purchasing a Rebind from me and want to, not have to wait 6 months for it, please let me know and you can get on the wait list. I currently have waitlist spots. I think I have 2 waitlist spots open in April still. So please let me know. It doesn't cost anything to get on my waitlist. I just ask for kind of like a verbal commitment that you're going to purchase a Rebind from me. I don't do deposits, at least not yet. So if you're committed, let me know and I can put you on the wait list, and then we can, talk about, the payment, closer to when I'm ready to start working on your Bible. So definitely let me know if you're interested in getting on my wait list. Thank you for watching. This is Ethan from Fide Bibles.